much power. And I've worked really hard over the past 7 years to not talk about it too much because it feels like I'm revisiting it and it dredges up all those negative emotions. But if not for an incredible OBGYN who held my hand 7 years ago and told me that it was going to be okay and told me that we were going to figure it out and that it's not the end of the world, it doesn't change who I am, and we're going to medicate you and we're going to figure it out. If not for her, I would not be here today. I would not be here. I was so low. My self-esteem was non-existent. My self-worth, my vision of myself, I slut-shamed myself, and which is laughable because at the time my body count was so low. It had nothing to do with the number of people I slept with or my lack of diligence because that was there. It's just statistically super probable that if you're sleeping with people that you might get it. I just looked up some facts that are helpful for me to see, and the World Health Organization says that 64% of the world population has herpes. 64%. So that means that if you're not sitting there with it, that someone you know has it, and it might not just be me. But I'm not here to give you facts. I'm not a doctor. All I know is my personal experience. And my personal experience has been that it was more of an inconvenience. I had one outbreak. It was emotionally awful. And I got on medication, and that medication suppresses my symptoms. And I personally don't experience outbreaks. I don't. And I know that everyone's different, but it's much more of an emotional baggage that I have to carry around, and I choose to share with people that I want to date because I want to give them the opportunity to have a conversation with me, to get the information that they need to feel comfortable and safe so that we can focus on the fun things that life has to offer by sharing it with each other.
What we gonna focus on that's fun? You got herpes. How are we supposed to have a good time? What the hell?
So yesterday I told someone who I started seeing that just that. I told them, my version of the story and offered to answer any questions and said, please go get information that you want to get to feel comfortable. Please go get tested and ask all the questions you have because it's really hard to get preventative testing for because they won't typically test you unless you're experiencing symptoms. And this person rejected me. And it's fucking horrible.
Are you shocked? Why are you shocked? Listen, I'm really sorry. Whoever this lady is, ma'am, lady, ma'am, I'm sorry this happened to you. I am. That's horrible. I can't even imagine having to live with a lifelong issue that you can't get rid of. But what do you expect a healthy male to do? Like, they supposed to just change their life forever because you want them to be with you? What the hell?
It's fucking horrible. And like I said, 2 people, of all the people I've told, of all the people I've dated, 2 people have rejected me this way, and I was seeing them for less than 3 dates. So that to me means you don't know me. You don't.
What? Now she's trying to flip it? You don't know me? You got herpes. That's all I need to know. There ain't nothing else for me to need to know. Thank you for being upfront with me, because most dudes, let's be honest, let's keep it one stack. They're gonna hit. So what the hell? I know everything I need to know.
You're not ready to make the time and effort to know me. You're not a mature adult, and you're not in a headspace to have hard conversations. If this is how you're showing,
I'm not a mature adult. He's not a mature adult. What? Now, if the shoe was on the other foot, Let's say he had it and he was open with you and you didn't have it. Would you feel the same way? Come on, man. Stop.
Showing up at the first sign of something difficult, then you're likely not my partner. You're someone else's partner, but my partner is going to see me fully, and they're going to see this as like, oh, okay, cool.
No, your partner needs to have herpes too. You need to get with somebody else that has herpes, and then y'all get together and have y'all little herpes family. A regular dude that don't have herpes, you shouldn't say that he's not an adult. That's being childish on your end. You made the mistake. You made the bed that you lay. Now you got to lay in it.
We'll figure it out. Like, there are worse things. Life is going to throw some awful things our way. But you need someone by your side who sees you, who cherishes you, who protects you, who adores you. And that's what I want too. So if you're
Look, man, I'll let her continue on a little bit more. I'm sorry.
sitting here and you don't have it, I hope you don't get it. I don't wish it on anyone, and I make every effort possible to not give it to anyone. To my knowledge, I haven't given it to anyone in 7 years of having it.
So here's the deal, man. I commend her for what she's doing. She's out spreading the word. Out here to help people that have herpes, to show them, that it's okay or whatever. But here's the deal, man. You cannot expect a person that's healthy, that don't have herpes, that don't have an STD. You can't expect those type of people to be like, you know what? Let's see. I know life is already hard by itself, but I need a little bit more bigger challenge. Let me start dating somebody and seeing somebody that has herpes that's going to give me a lifelong disease, STD that I can't ever get rid of. And yeah, I just want to add that to my table. I just don't like the delusion in women, man. Some women. Because if she didn't have herpes, she wouldn't date a guy that had herpes. And if he came straightforward with her, she mad and upset because the guy that gave it to her played her. He wasn't up front with her. Hell, he probably didn't even know he had it. But this is the type of dudes that females go after. They want the bad boys, the boys that's exciting. They don't want the lame square dude. Not until it's too late. Now she's upset because the lame square dude found out. She told them that she has herpes and they don't want to be with her. Now she upset with the world. Fellas, this is a lesson, man. Strap up, man. These females out here living wild lives. Strap up. Ladies, stop dating the bad boy. Stop dating the cool guy. Okay? We got to do better, man. But yeah, God, leave, man.